Yeah, good morning, everyone. So we are seeing positive trigger in the international market. US market continue to make new highs in expectations of trade deal which has been agreed with Japan, and now the European nations are also expected to have a trade deal with the US. This positive sentiment, along with the quarterly results which are published in the US market, are keeping the market higher. Whereas the emerging market like Asian market are also seeing positive trend, mainly driven by the depreciating US dollar. So that is supporting the international markets. Apart from that, commodities are more of a flattish today, wherein oil, aluminum was down by around 0.5%, oil was flattish, where copper had seen some positive trend, steel was more of a flattish. So overall indication from the international markets are again positive. We had seen some minor up trend yesterday. The same trend can continue on a broader level in the Indian market today as well. Now request technical team to take up from here.
Yeah, okay, sir. Good morning, all of you. Yesterday we saw some bounce back rally, and Nifty managed to sustain close about 200, 25,200. And today we closely watch if Nifty 25 to 70 is break, then we expect further rally towards upside 25,400, 25,470. Immediate support place around 25,050 and 25,100, that is 50 TMA. And last trading session we saw that Nifty sustain these 50 TMA. So we expect positive in the today's session in market. Bank Nifty also given a good rally yesterday. Upside first immediate resistance 57,500, and above that 57,770 and 58,000 is next immediate resistance for Bank Nifty. First immediate support place around 57,200 and 57 is a major support for Bank Nifty. So both index trading in positive territory. So we expect this momentum to be continuing today's session also. In a positive stock, Blue Dart looks positive at current level. HDFC Banks also given a good rally yesterday, and we expect this rally to be continue in few from trading session. NTPC also trade above the 340 range too. We expect the positive side 358 and then 364 next immediate target for NTPC. Biocon also looks positive at current level. We expect Biocon trading near the 52-week high. So we expect again break this high and towards 410 and 414 next immediate target for Biocon. That's it for technical derivative. Karim.
Yeah, thank you. Good morning, everyone. So on the derivatives front, as you witnessed at yesterday's session, there was a good buying which was being witnessed from the index specific front on the Nifty basis. Currently, due to that, we have witnessed that between 25,000 to 25,200 strike, the put writer portion got added up against it, that the minor portions of call writer got liquidated. Again, we are seeing that on the monthly basis for the July expiry at 25,000 mark. The put writer portions is holding strongly. In yesterday's session, there was a major addition at 25,200 strike, where almost 10 million portions got added up, due to which the base has been created for the market between the range of 25,000 to 25,200 level. In today's session, we will expect some carry forward buying in the Nifty towards the 25,350 400 level in next 1 to 2 day of trading session. So currently, strength seems to be on the positive front, while PCRY yesterday closed at 1.14 level. So this is also a positive sign. We'll see if into the session, if PCR goes above 1.18 level, then we will witness more buying addition to be seen from the index specific front, while on the stock and sector specific front, counter that looks positive today's session will be delivery, Can Bank and Page Industry look positive, while on the negative front, Lodha, Abora Reality and IX looks negative. So that's it from value to front. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. On the result side, Tata Consumer Products posted the result yesterday. Result was in line with expectations, with revenue growth of 10% and operating margin at 12.7% versus the expectation of around 13%. India branded business has seen 10% revenue growth with 6.8% volume growth. And India Foods has seen 14% revenue growth with 6% volume growth. And India Packaged Beverages has seen 12% revenue growth with 1% volume growth. Growth businesses has seen 7% growth, which was below internal expectations. And the management expects this to normalize from Q2, and 30% plus growth is expected in second half. Starbucks has seen a good performance with triple SG in positive for April and June month. May has seen some impact because of the geopolitical tensions, where it has shut down its few shops at selected locations. It has added new stores in Starbucks. It has launched 8 new products in the ready-to-drink portfolio, and it will increase its ad spends from current 7% to 7.5 to 8% in the near term. The stock is currently trading at around 61 times P to FY27 earnings, and we remain long-term positive on the stock. On the chemical side, SRF posted the result. A result was in line with expectations. Revenue grew by around 10%, and where the result was mainly supported by the chemicals and the performance films and foil business, while technical textiles and other businesses delivered weak performance during the quarter. The stock is, on the operating margin front, it has posted margins of 21.5% versus 17.9% in the same quarter last year. The stock is trading at a PE of around 50 times to FY27 earnings. While we remain positive on the stock, over the long term, we will provide the update post the con call. On the pharma side, Dr. Reddy's posted the result. Result was below expectations. Revenue grew by around 11% on a YY basis, while operating margins were at 25% versus expectation of around 27%. The performance was largely led by its growth in most of its major markets, except the US generic business. The gross margin contracted by 350 basis points, mainly due to the price erosion in the generic segment and lower operating leverage. US business is expected to deliver high single-digit growth, and overall EBITDA margins are expected at 25%. The company is working on key molecules for its future growth, which expects launch over the next 2 years, which includes semaglutide, abatacept, and followed by subcutaneous a year later. Company's other expenses are expected to be in the range of 28 to 29% for full year, and R&D spend target can be lowered from 7 to 7.5% to 6% in order to normalize profitability during the volatile environment. The focus on the R&D focus would be majorly on the complex generics, high impact products, and the biosimilars. The stock is currently trading at around 18 times to FY26 earnings, and we remain positive on the stock. Syngene International Limited posted the result above expectations. Revenue grew by around 11%, and operating margins reported at 24% versus 21.9% in the same quarter last year. The stock is trading at around 66 times to FY26 earnings, and we will provide the update post the con call. Thank you.
Good morning. Mars Financial Services posted its results. Results were broadly in line with expectations. Its NII grew by 31.7% year on year. PAT came at 83.9 crore versus expectation of 85.3 crores. AUM grew by 20% year on year and 3.3% sequentially. Its asset quality slightly increased. Gross NPA came at 2.49% and net NPA came at 1.63%. The stock is trading at 2.3 times trailing price to book value ratio, and this is positive for the stock. Thank you.
Good morning. Force Motors posted the result. Result has improved. Revenue from operations grew by 21.9% year on year. EBITDA grew by 33% year on year. EBITDA margin came at 14.5% versus quarter on quarter 14% and year on year 13.2%. PAT is in line. And stock is currently trading at P of 37.3 times TTM EPS. Borosil Renewables result has also improved. Revenue from operations grew by 37.6% year on year. EBITDA grew by 24% quarter on quarter and 226% year on year. EBITDA margin came at 26%, 26.2% versus quarter on quarter 21.4% and year on year 11.1%. And company's adjusted PAT has increased. And stock is currently trading at P of 91.5 times TTM EPS. Thank you.
Yeah. Apart from this, yesterday Sky Gold and Diamond has reported numbers, and numbers has shown improvement. Revenue grew by 56%, whereas EBITDA margin has come up at 6.3% versus last quarter 6% and last year 5.2%. PAT has also shown improvement. Company continue to target to reach 7,600 crore revenue in 2 year, that is FY27. This quarter revenue was 1,130 crores. Company has also reiterated that they will be looking at keeping the working capital under control, and the working capital cycle will be 52 to 53 days, and also ROCE will be 30%. Consistent performance. No doubt stock has seen some correction yesterday, but outlook seems positive from here. We will update post phone call tomorrow. Then Infosys came up with the numbers, and the numbers are ahead of expectations. Dollar revenue growth came in at 2.6% versus expectation of 1.5%. This 2.6% has an inorganic portion of around 0.4%, but anyhow is still higher than the expectations, and last quarter negative 3.5%. Management has indicated that the guidance at 1 to 3% versus last at the start of the year they had indicated 0 to 3% CC revenue growth for the FY26. Looking at the acquisitions, the company has not increased the upper end of the guidance, though they had increased lower end of the guidance. So that is been bit questionable. But overall, seems the commentary was quite positive. Order booking was quite strong at $3,800 versus last quarter 2,600, and this is second highest in last 5 quarter. Pipeline has also been strong. EBITDA margin came bit lower, mainly on account of wage hike, which the company had given from 1st April. And from here on, the margin will see improvement every quarter. So overall outlook for the Infosys looks positive from here. Valuations are also attractive at around 20 times. What we had seen that no doubt there is an uncertainty in the US, and because of that there are slower growth in IT companies, but the order booking continue to remain strong for all the IT companies, including Infosys. And as the scenario start improving in the US, these companies will be first to start performing. So outlook for IT companies remain positive. Infosys also outlook is positive. Similarly, Persistent Systems result was also in line. The CC revenue growth came in at 3.9% versus expectation 3.6%, and last quarter 4.2%. Revenue growth came in at 18% year on year and 4% quarter on quarter. And EBIT margin came in at 15.5% versus expectation of 15.8%. Last quarter 15.6%, more of a stable quarter in a dynamic scenario. Stock is trading at around 40 time FY27 earnings. So here again, outlook, no doubt valuations are a bit demanding. So outlook seems positive from the long-term perspective. So any corrections, one can look at the Persistent System. Another one, small company, Senoris Pharmaceutical, came up with the numbers. The numbers were quite positive. Revenue grew by 71% and EBITDA margin also came in at 24.8% versus last quarter 17%. Management has indicated at the start of the year that the revenue will be growing at around 50% and PAT will be doubling in this FY26, mainly driven by the launch of the new products in the US market and the CDMO business, which they do in the US market for various pharmaceutical companies. So outlook for Syneris is positive from here. CMS Infosystem came up with the numbers, and the numbers were a bit below expectations. Revenue grew by just 4.7% year on year and 1.3% quarter on quarter. EBITDA margin also was more of in a range at around 25.2% versus last quarter 26.2% and last year 25.4%. So outlook will depend on we will attend the call of CMS Info and then update about the outlook for CMS Info Systems. Outlook is neutral from here for the near term till that. Another development is that Tilaknagar Industry has acquired Imperial Brand. This was in the news since last 3-4 days, and the stock has already moved up with this news in the recent past by almost around 125-130 rupees because of this news. The acquisition is at attractive price at around 4,150 crores for revenue of around 3,067 crores. That is 1.3 times revenue. So that looks quite attractive. Imperial Blue is the third largest brand in India with 9% market share in the whiskey market and has presence across the India or in all states. So that will have a positive impact on Tilaknagar Industry, as Tilaknagar Industry is more in a brandy and mainly focused on South market. So apparently it will make Tilaknagar Industry a pan-India company with good market share. The acquisition will be funded from both equity and debt, and that will be decided in the coming period. So overall outlook based on this is long-term positive. No doubt stock has already performed in the near term in expectation of this news. So that's all from us. And I'll request commodity team to take up from here.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. So yesterday we witnessed gold silver prices witnessing a profit booking. For the day, we are expecting prices to test lower, and for trading purpose, one can initiate a sell around 99,200 in gold with a stop loss of 99,550. On downside, 98,700 to 500 are the levels where one can cover the shorts. Silver also one can initiate a sell around 1 lakh 15,200 500, whereby some selling pressure could be witnessed. So sell with a stop loss of 1 lakh 16,500, and on downside 1 lakh 13,700 to 1 lakh 13,000 are the levels where one can cover the low shorts. And crude oil we are expecting some pullback 57.50. So buying on dips around 56.40 with a stop loss of 50 55.70 is recommended. In natural gas, prices are expected to test 260 to 55 on lower end. So any pullback around 272, one can initiate a sell and maintain a stop loss of 280. In metals, copper looks positive, though wait for a dip around 897, 896 levels and initiate a long. At present, the prices are consolidating from 902 to 89 896, and one can trade within this range or wait for a breakout. In zinc too, one can buy around 269 with a stop loss of 267, and upside 270 to 73 is the area where one can book profits. So that's it from us. Thank you very much.